we start all over again. I think I'm going to go in. Just centre it up. There we go. Guess who's back? Hannah R. Remember her? Hello. Hello, Hannah R. Lovely to have you back in the fold. She's come up with the most fabulous suggestion. I mean, that's wrong for a start. Which is, could the pet shop be a bad taxidermy shop? Oh my, I mean, none of us, let's be honest, absolutely none of us gave that any serious consideration. Perhaps we should. Is the pet shop a bad taxidermy shop? I mean, I don't think it's impossible, Hannah R. Gillian B, she's from Canada. We didn't think she was from Canada, but then it turned out she was. Gillian B. She says, sticky tape on the dirty... Oh, no. I always have to sort of slightly stop and compose myself before I attempt Gillian B's accent, because as we know, this is very much not part of my skill set. You've got a skill set, Emma. Shush. Just be quiet. Just peep ye down. You at the back. Peep ye down. Right, Gillian B. Sticky tape on the dirty pointer gives me the heebie-jeebies of a bad waxing, eh? Oh no, Gillian B. You've had a bad waxing experience. Do tell us. Maybe don't. No, do tell us. Do tell us. We share everything in the Efflewack gang. Says, I didn't realise it was a toucan either. Oh, thank you, Gillian B. Thank you. She says, I was a fan of the wine and build. It provided more giggles, eh? And then she says, unrelated to Relax with Lego, I believe a gif of you just came across my Tumblr. Gillian Anderson appears to be shaving a man's back with hummus, and I think you are in the background, eh? Please explain. Well, yes. You weren't having a cheese dream. That did actually happen. So you may or may not know. I am friends with Gillian Anderson. I mean, that of itself is a story. Not for today, though. And I was doing a 27-hour show on stage with a lot of other people for Comic Relief. And one of my jobs, my challenge was to get as many celebrities to pop along as possible. And so I asked Gillian if she would come down, and she said yes. And when she got there, we had her on stage, and we got her to shave the comedian Tin and Doodab. Oh, I can't. Anyway, a comedian called Tin, and we got her to shave his back hair using hummus as shaving cream. That's what we did. You can probably see that somewhere on the internet. Well, yes, you did, because you saw a gif of it. But yes, that is something that happened in my life. Standing watching Gillian Anderson shave the hair from a man's back using hummus. Just a normal day for me. That's what I call a normal day. Lovely little bed that's just gone in there. Gary Blair. I think I've upset Gary Blair. I don't know. I might tell me if I'm wrong here. But I've just had a message from him that just goes, I don't know why I bother, actually. That's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else from Gary Blair. Just, I don't know why I bother. The feud continues. That's all I can say on that. Coming up very shortly when I've done this is okay. That's a lovely little side table, isn't it? That's very nice. I like it. So anyway, it is time for Mr. Graham Triggs sings. They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you got me, and baby, I got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Oh, well done, Mr. Graham Triggs. Well done. I'm very much enjoying this new feature of Mr. Graham Triggs Sings, aren't you? Yes. Yes, I'm really, really, really enjoying it. Obviously, I've just missed out a massive amount. Hang on, please. We're going back to the instructions. Going back to the instructions. Anyway, Mr. Graham Triggs chose that song. He said, chosen because you will probably have heard this at least 3 times tonight. Although I'm not sure how many of the gang will make the connection. And Bevis says, ooh, I did. I also got that answer right. Well, of course, they're talking about Only Connect. I'm going to tell you something now. Oh, hang on, am I allowed to? Am I allowed? I better check. I can't tell you yet. I'll have to check whether I'm allowed to tell you. Just pretend you didn't hear anything then, okay? Just pretend I said nothing then. Okay, super. Thank you, Ethelwax. Just pretend I said nothing. La 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 la. Just pretend I said nothing. I don't think anyone expected the Ethelwax to be so good at identifying toucans, but it certainly made them twitch. Yes, I mean, it was. They are a twitchy bunch. I think we're all resigned to this now. That the Ethelwack gang are indeed a twitchy bunch. They're also very demanding. Rosie Lee, new member from yesterday, she says, I believe the red thingamy jig is a blind/shade for the big glass window. Panning. You'll remember we had. Sorry, so sorry. I'm not allowed to point without the pointer. This. Oh, it does. I'm gonna have to. Sorry, I'm gonna have to touch it. It slides, and we were wondering what the purpose of the sliding was. Thank you. Panning down. Thank you. Panning down. Yes, so she thinks it's a blind/shade for the big glass windows, but for the life of me, I'm not sure how Hairy Mary and the gang are going to move it back and forth when they can't reach it. That's a very good point. I mean, this is the sort of thing that drives Bevis absolutely insane. The practicalities for the minifigures. He becomes obsessed with it, if I'm being honest. In real life, Mr. Graham Triggs says, it would be a motorised thing that they can control via a switch on the inside. Yeah, that's quite possible. Yeah, yeah. Okay, but Bevis Muss and Uncle Strawberry. I haven't read any of these messages prior to reading them out today, so a lot of them I'm not even going to know what you're talking about immediately. But then, do I know what you're talking about immediately anyway? That was slightly rude. That was slightly rude. I may be forced to retract that. Bevis Muss and Uncle Strawberry. He says, what could it be? What single thing could we all have been correcting you about? I'm on tenterhooks waiting to find out. He's just rude, isn't he? He's just rude. Anyway, he then said there was a huge hair on the table through most of the build yesterday. That's what was being referred to. Yesterday there was a huge hair on the build. No, the day before. Oh crikey! This is that's finicky. Also, I'm sensing that's not going to work. Oh, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. No, stop it. Stop making horrible mistakes. Okay, fine. Crumbs, that was horrid. It says, forgot to mention it yesterday. This is Bevis Muss and Uncle Strawberry. He says, forgot to mention it yesterday. It's not like you to forget to mention things. You're never not mentioning things, Bevis Muss and Uncle Strawberry. But it's worth pointing out, he says, there's a mouse hole in the skirting board behind the counter in the pet shop, which is rather lovely. Hang on a minute. There is panning. Pointer. Oh no, I've done it again. I'm always pulling that off. But it is there. Can you see it? It's there. We missed that. Well done, Mr. Well done, Bevis Muss and Uncle Strawberry. Well done. There it is, mouse. There's the cheese mouse, which we were a bit half and half on. Thank you. Panning. I might come out. I don't think Sensei Approved has quite the same level of gravity, says Bevis Muss and Uncle Strawberry, as Mr. The VAR Approved. Well, yes, I would totally agree with that. But then again, I don't know if the Lego gods punish you for sassing Mr. The VAR, so it probably balances out. I do get punished for sassing the Sensei. Yep, there's absolutely no doubt about it. I mean, that's now just a matter of record that every single time I sass the Sensei, I am immediately punished by the Lego gods. Immediately. It says, gob on your pointer. Oh no, Bevis Muss and Uncle Strawberry, absolutely not. He says, gob on your pointer and give it a wipe on your jumper. It'll be fine. That's bound to shut Gary Blair up. Oh, Gary Blair. Gary Blair. Gary Blair, the Sensei is sassing you. Gary Blair. Attention, Gary. Oh, no. Oh. Thank you for coming to my very, very mild panic. Thank you for coming. It's now over. Oh, look, a little bed light, Bevis. He loves a light. I don't know if I've ever met anyone who loves a light more than Bevis Musson. But look, that's lovely. Now, do we think that's a smartphone? In which case, what are they looking at? What are they looking at on their smartphone? What's going there? Wonder whose bedroom this is. Think it's Hairy Mary's. Or Dirty Diana. Oh, whose bed is it? Whose does it belong to? There's no clues. Who Who is it that loves plants? Is it Ruth Hayes or Little Sue? Which one of you is it? I'm not sure I can quite remember. But then I do have to try and remember lots and lots and lots of things. So don't get cross with me for not being able to immediately remember which one of you it is. Thank you. That's what you're all here for, to constantly remind me of things that I have forgotten. It's in many ways, it's your raison d'etre. It gives you a real sense of purpose, I feel. Bevis Milson, Uncle Strawberry, says, I'm not sure if the glass of wine made for a more chaotic build or the horrible, horrible hangover after the street party did. I only had one glass of wine, everybody. Let's not all get carried away about what happened during the build where I had a glass of wine after with Sunday lunch. Let's all not get carried away. Oh, I do remember the horrible hangover after the street party. Oh, that was shocking. That was a shocking build. That was absolutely shocking. I don't even know why I came out into the shed that day. It was Grimble sticks. This Muslim Uncle Strawberry asks, how has Katie Hall managed to get the reputation as the resident Affelwack complainer when Gary Blair is around? It's sort of getting to the point where it feels like there might have to be a fight between Bevis Musson and Uncle Strawberry. I mean, Gary Blair does like to complain, yes, but unlike Katie Hall, he doesn't ring in. He doesn't phone in to complain. He just shouts at me over a fence. That's what Gary Blair does. Just yells at me from a distance while shaking his fist. Well, Christopher stands behind. Who is Christopher? We never get told who Christopher is. Well, Christopher stands behind him with his arms folded, nodding. That's the situation there. Katie Hall just phones in and complains. Bevis Musson, Uncle Strawberry, thinks that little room we built yesterday was a waiting room. He thinks we've got a tram coming up. I think I take this all apart though, Bevis. I think all of this is coming down. So I assume that's a little storage unit with a TV and some books or magazines in it, he says. He worked out what the cup sign was just before you turned it over, partially because of seeing it on the box, and it always thrills me getting things like that, which you can't work out that suddenly fall into place. Bevis Musson Uncle Strawberry thinks the sliding bit is a shade. He's pretty sure that Pink Lady will know, though. Rosie Lee has pointed out that she's not really a newbie because she's been lurking amongst the dark crevices since day one. Since day one, Rosie. Crumbs, and it's taken you this long to pipe up. Come on now, there'll be loads of you out there in the same boat. We love it when the Affelwack gang get involved. Come on, everyone. Out you come. Got bog all else to do these days, so get involved. And she says, I'm not really a newbie, but thank you for the shout out. Can I request another saying for mugs / t-shirts? I'm not entirely sure I've got this right. I can put in a request with the t-shirt lady. I think she's down tools for a bit, but when she's back up and running, I will certainly put that request in. I'm not even looking at the book. We know what happens when I do that. Not even looking at the book. Look, we're making another one of these blind / shade things. Nondescript hum says, I could easily be wrong, but I get a studio apartment vibe from today's building, and I think the moving part is a fancy blind allowing you to move the shade. Yes. Bevis mustn't like a strawberry agrees with this. He agrees on the apartment thing. He pegged it as a waiting room, he says, which we know, when he thought it was on the ground floor. But that doesn't make sense for a first floor level. Correct. Look, we've got another one of these things happening here. Then that's going on there. Ooh. Slidey, 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 shade. Slidey shade. Nondescript says, honest, it's the last time I'll mention this topic. Oh, no. Lego did a gift with purchase last year. Yes, it was a pelican. And it's brick built too. Actually, I think I had that and made it, which just makes everything a bit worse. And then Bevis, because he likes to be a bit cheeky, just said, that's a pretty superb penguin. I mean, all right, I'll give you this, Bevis. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You can have that for free. Now then. Hang on. Oh, okay. It is like that. Oh, that's clever. Look, it's turned that into a light. Look. Outside light. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What else is going on there? That. Okay. Pink Lady. Shall we go to Pink Lady now? Let's have. Oh no, actually, I think I'll do. No, we will. We'll go to Pink Lady now. Okay, here we go. Right, let's get this. Oops. Let's get this up. Panning. Thoughts from an architectural historian. Today we've added a neat little loft-style studio apartment in a modernist idiom, with its exposed brick wall. And full-height glazing, probably dating from the 1960s. The louved sliding shutter would allow shade against the sun as it moved across the building through the day and provide a degree of privacy, since curtains would spoil the effect of the seamless glazing. The clean lines of the furniture sleek and influenced by designs from the continent, complement the style of the building perfectly. Super, she says. Oh, thank you, Pink Lady. Thank you, Pink Lady. Now, we're staying up because here she comes. It's little Sue. Here comes little Sue. She's little and she's called Sue.
Is it not a TV showing the motor racing with a nice sofa to watch it from? The nice sofa there and the TV.
Yeah, actually, I think you're correct on that, and Pink Lady agrees with you. So you must have got that right, little Sue. Well done.
And then she says, and there we have the great defluffing of the pointy pointer, a momentous day in Relax with Lego history.
Yes, it was pretty good, wasn't it? Although look, little Sue, I haven't got everything off it. But it's certainly looking a bit better than it was, isn't it?
Perhaps the shade shutter blind is for pulling across behind the TV at night to stop the glare from the traffic light sequence. They've thought of everything.
No, you've thought of everything, little Sue. You've thought of everything. Panning. Tanya, no, says, embroidery floss. Remember I asked her about this yesterday. Is the thread you embroider or cross stitch with. In pretty colours, they need putting in order. Oh, how lovely. I love anything that needs putting in order. I suspect we all do here. I suspect we all really, really love things that need putting in order. Not that we're all a bit weird or anything. Who asks weird what? She also says, I had to put a giant goldfish into a teeny tank yesterday in the corner garage build. Oh, not in real life. No, in the corner garage build. Upstairs is a vet surgery. Ooh. This one wasn't clamped in with the green bit like yours. I had to stick a clear dummy in its mouth and attach it in the tank. Probably why it's at the vet's. I'm looking forward to doing the corner garage. We've got 2 more creator experts over there, but we're not going to do that. I think we're going to do the grander emporium together next, I think, which will be a very different sort of build for us, but I think it will be more fun. Little Sue says,
That was very slick how you got a replacement amber light out of your containers. Most impressed.
yes, thank you. I mean, you've seen the container special, haven't you, Little Sue?
Yes, I really liked it.
Yes, a lot of people did. But yes, I'm surrounded by little bits of Lego, which is only right and proper. Oh, look, we've got. I always love these because we always know there's probably an absolutely delightful moving part coming. Sometimes not. And Tony Nell Drediter said, no, that wasn't Emma getting an amber light out of a container. That was the magnetic ghost cat passing it to her just out of shot. For anyone tuning in for the first time, I should just make it clear that this table is, we've established that it is haunted by the ghost of a magnetic cat. No, don't really don't ask me to explain that any further. Oh no, sadness, it's now not a moving part. Here's my question. If it's not going to be a moving part, why use the moving part bit? So someone explain that to me. Probably nondescript, I imagine, will explain that to me, who seems very knowledgeable about all things Lego. Have you noticed the level of expertise that nondescript has been bringing to the party on a regular basis? I'm toying with the idea of giving nondescript an official Afflewhack job. What could it be? What job would you like that doesn't obviously infringe on the authority? We must respect his authority of Mr. Graham Triggs. Sensei job is obviously taken. Maybe there's a sensei above the sensei. Maybe there could be a battle of the senseis. Yeah, I'll take your suggestions, nondescript. So nondescript says the UI from yesterday is user interface, the part of any app/application that people interact with. I mean, I sort of wish I knew what that meant. I have many degrees, but anything to do with technology, forget it, or science, or maths, just forget it. Or physics, just forget it. Someone could sit and try and explain anything to do with physics to me for upwards of an hour or more, and I would still be none the wiser at the end of it. Absolutely none the wiser. I don't even understand how electricity works. if you ask me to sit and think about how live television works, I literally go cross-eyed. I can't even get my head around it. I can't do it. Sorry, can't do it. Can't do it. Now, what's this here? So that's going like that. And that's going in there. So, oh, aircon unit. Aircon unit with light attached. Do we think? Do you think what that is? Yeah, I think so. Charlie Chops. Charlie Chops. She fights crime with the hair on her face. She's Charlie Chops. Charlie Chops fighting crime. I wouldn't fancy living in a flat with all that glass and just one blind. Everyone could see your private business. Jackie Swan must never live there. Jackie Swan must never live there. Oh, that's made me laugh. Dear old Jackie Swan. We love Jackie Swan, don't we? We love her because I feel as if Jackie Swan brings an element of danger to proceedings. Just a little frisson. A frisson of danger. Danger. Rosie Lee says, maybe it's a shop front for a business illuminated by a red light. Oh, no. Let's not get into that. Oh, although having said that, we have got Hairy Mary and Dirty Diana. Oh. Well, all right. Yeah. Oh no, here she comes. It's Katie Hall. Katie Hall. I'm phoning up to complain. Katie Hall. Bring. Hello, Relax with Lego. Yes, hello, it's Katie Hall. I phoned to complain. Oh, hello. Hello, Katie Hall. What can I do? What can we do for you? How can we help you? I'm starting to think the pet shop is a front for illegal activities. We only complain because we care, Emma. Okay then. Thanks for calling. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, Jackie Swan. Scrub down, everyone. It's Jackie Swan. She says embroidery cross-stitch flosses, my latest sewing project. Oh, look at that. To be honest, Jackie Swan, I'm quite impressed that the embroidery you're doing is so sort of delightful and suitable for all ages. Very good. I'm loving this. That's fabulous. What's that called? What's this thing here called? Is that plastic or is it made of cardboard? I want to know immediately. Thank you. Nondescript has sent a fabulous picture in that explains greebling, which I'll show you now. So here we are. So this is greebling. This is when you put things on top of the exterior. I'll just go to his. Hang on. Gone to Jackie Swan. It says yes. This is a small example of the greebling on the UCS Millennium Falcon. Just oodles and oodles of it all over. There, look. And Tanya Naldretta quite rightly says it's very grey, isn't it? I mean, this is our problem with the Star Wars kits. This is what we don't like about them. And Nondescript says, while seemingly not a big fan of colour, the original trilogy gave us some iconic designs. Correct, it did. I do appreciate the lack of colour puts many off, but for me, the ship still has presence. Approximately 67% of the pieces, 5,002, were a shade of grey or silver. Mm. That's the bit that puts me off. I'm all for now. I think I would be very happy making a red UCS Millennium Falcon, but somehow I need to get an instruction booklet from somewhere. Somehow I need to make that happen. Do, and then I'll make one all out of red. Oh, wouldn't that be good? Red and blue, or gold. Can you imagine one done in gold? Oh, dreaming about that now. Charlie Chops fighting crime with her face hair, says that pet shop will be getting a visit from the National Wildlife Crime Unit. Mark my words. And that concludes Club Business. It's rather tremendous, isn't it? Now, hang on, that goes that way. That goes there. That goes there. See, I think that's weird. Why didn't they just put a 6 in there? I wonder. Oh, because of course we've got several. We've got part 2 and part 3 to go, haven't we? Of course. Oh, this is rather delicious. Okay. This is rather delicious, and I'm going to like it. I'm going to like it a lot. Now, wait till you see what's coming up next. Oh. Now, you know how much I love a trans blue tile. Look. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's very jolly nice. That's really nice. So that must be like what they call solar panels. Solar panel, do we think? What's happening here? Oh, okay. We're going this way. So this will be the end of part 1. Part 1 of the 3-in-1. Now this is an interesting little feature. What do we think's going on here? Now I've never seen that done before with tiles. Ever. That goes along there. Look, that blinking plant's fallen off again. Oh, look, you'll be glad, everyone. I'm going to have to use the tweezers. Thank you. Tweezers, it feels like the tweezers needs a sound effect. Don't know what it would be though. That's very nice little roof, isn't it? Oh, isn't that lovely? I really like that now. That's really super. I think that's lovely. Isn't that nice? That's lovely. I'm giving that a round of applause. Right, so that's now going up here. Which way round? That way. Oh, blinking thing. Oh, I'll need the tweezers again. absolutely love you, little Sue, for making me get those tweezers. Haven't they've changed everything? Oh, oh, just horrible. Okay. Right, I'll just come out so you can see the whole thing. I mean, that's lovely, isn't it? That's very good. I must say that is a good little kit. That we're not done yet. We're not quite finished. There's a bit more to go. We're making something or other. Right. Right. Yes. 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 Oh no, wait. So that's like that, right? Where's this going? Where's this going? It's going here. That's it. Yes, that is it. Yeah, that's definitely it. Okay, so that is part one. That's the 1-in-1 of the 3-in-1, and now I get to take it all apart, which I will do as a speed thing. I will time lapse that tomorrow, and then we will start. So we'll have an enormous knoll. Crumbs, I hope I can fit it all on the table. And then we'll start on 2-in-1. But I think that's been a lovely, lovely build, don't you? Let's just have a little look round it. So that was the little coffee shop in there. That was lovely. This was lovely, wasn't it? This little domestic interior here. We like that. We weren't so fussed about this. There was much controversy about the secateurs. Much controversy about that. Obviously, less said about the toucan, the better. This was nice. This was I loved today's. I think today's was lovely. Let's have a look at the exterior. Keystone. This was good. Bobby. We weren't fussed with the dog. This was a nice outside area. That was fabulous. This was fabulous. Hairy Mary. ATM machine. That was also fabulous. And let's not forget Dirty Diana. Oh. And that was good. So that was that. That was 1-in-1. And tomorrow I will take it all apart at speed. And we will start 2-in-1. Boop, boop. See you tomorrow. Woo!